Hi, this is Nimit, an Agentforce consultant at Works Cloud Consulting. Uh, Today, my topic would be I'll be speaking on the Agentforce City Vibes. That is ISCBD. That is install, setup, connect, build, deploy. Right. First of all, I would love to thank the Apex R's, Mr. Amit Chaudhary, to giving me this opportunity to speak on this topic and to demonstrate how we can go ahead. Right. So there are certain things step by step that we need to build it. Right. So moving ahead, I'll just give my short introduction. This is me, Nimit. I'm available on LinkedIn. I'm quite very active, and I have been part of many Dremons, being as a volunteer or uh, actively participating in many Dremons and events. I'm a 37 time speaker in Salesforce community, and I'm 3x certified and for Salesforce. Also, I'm AI certified as well from ChatGPT, Gemini, and Salesforce. Yes, I've been keep on training and giving workshops on Agentforce as well, and more upon the other AI models, right? So, and yes, I'm a triple star ranger trailhead, right? So moving ahead with this particular topic, so we need to understand the agenda, right? The agenda over here. The first, what we need to connect that is download and install Visual Studio. I hope every developers might every person has all did this practice of downloading the latest version of the Visual Studio of Microsoft, right? So there's a link to it. I'll help you with that, and then we'll move on to install the Agentforce Vibe extension pack, right? Obviously, when we plan to install, when we set up, when we try plan to set up the the Visual Studio tool. So we always click on the extension called Salesforce extension pack, right? But now this has been changed. Now in the Agentforce Vibe extension pack, you get everything, including the previous and the Agentforce Vibe again. Then the third, we need to install the Salesforce CLI extension, and then we'll go ahead and do setup and configure Visual Studio. Then we'll connect Visual Studio with your Salesforce org. Though I have already did that, but I'll definitely show you certain practice, right? And we'll then start building the LWC app using the Agentforce Vibe. So this is something very, this fascinates me a lot, and now many people have been using this. And seriously, now this has reduced the development part, the development so very less. It's just about what instructions or what prompt you are writing it, right? Commanding it in the Agentforce Vibes. So it totally depends on your prompt. On that basis, it creates those particular thing. And yes, we can go in the Lighting app build and we can just drag and drop it, right? Then after that, we'll deploy it in the Salesforce and we'll test it, right? So moving ahead, we'll go ahead with the particular demo, right? So first, we need to download and install the Visual Studio. I'll just I'll click on this particular link. So link will route me to the particular domain, this particular website. So yeah, it's the download one. Here you need to click over here. Once you click over here, so it will get download. From there, you need to install it. So once that is done, so you need to install the Vibes extension pack, right? So if I click over this on this link, so here you can see Agentforce Vibe over here. If I click on this particular install directly, it will open my Visual Studio. It will install that and will directly open the extension pack over here. Now if I click on this, now you can see the Agentforce Vibe. I already installed it, but here it says disabled. So if I uninstall and again do install, so it will do that. So install, yes, it would contain all of the Salesforce, the previous Salesforce extension pack, as well as the Agentforce Vibe in it, right? Moving ahead now, suppose this now we need to install the Salesforce CLI extension. So once you do that, you would be landing up over here. You just need to click on Windows and just click any one of the configurations. If I click, it will get download, and from there you can install it, right? So once that is done, so let me just set up and configure the Visual Studio, right? So moving ahead, okay. So from here, moving ahead, right? So obviously you need to create a particular folder over here with a project name, right? So if you can just type create project with manifest over here. It will say standard. If you click on standard, it will ask you to create the project name. So here I did that. It will ask you to create a particular folder. Inside that there would be project name created with a particular subfolder. Right. So this will be done from here. Probably now what you need to do, you need to now authorize your from now what you need to authorize your org, right? So if I type in authorize an org, just simple, right? Authorize an org. So if I click over here authorize an org, it would ask to which one, it's production, sandbox, custom, or project default. Just for in case, if you're using developer org or anything, such and things, I would just say project default, right? If you just click over here, it would ask you to enter org alias or use the default alias. So what are the alias that you have created, right? You can go in the on the icon, the top right icon over there, and from there you can click on settings and you can just check what the your org alias icon in the name is there, right? So just taking an example, on the bottom, once you do that, it will ask you to for the credentials to log in your Salesforce, the one it's asking you to sign in for that user, their credentials, and from there onwards it will ask you to allow, and from there it's move on. It will connect away on the bottom. If you can see, that's NIM, that is my default org, right? If I click on this, so here it will open my particular org, and you can check that as well. So now it's happening, like now it's opening the particular org, right, which is connected over there. I connected and I give the authorization allow over there. Now it has been connected over here, right? So this is my particular org, right? So once this gets opened, right, so the next step that you want to do is that in the particular terminal, now can you see on the, if you just click on the terminal, this command screen would come up over here, right? You just need to type, because you need to have a latest update version of your Salesforce and this Visual Studio tool, right? So here, what you need to do, you need to type in like SF update. Just you click that, and it will take a little time. It works on it, it runs, it works, it gets updated on the MB in megabytes. So it will take a little time, probably 1 or 2, 3 minutes, and that's it. And here you can see that this has been done, right? And to check the latest version, it should be, I would say it is 2.109.6. So it should be more than 2.1. It should be more than that, right? So it's 2.109. So that's great, right? And stable. So from here, definitely now what we need to do. So the next part, we did the setup and configure, when we set up and configure the Visual Studio. Now we need to connect with the Salesforce org. We already did that, right? Step by step that you need to follow. And now we need to build the LWC app using the Agentforce Vibes. So make sure you have very good instructions, or probably prompt, right? So we'll just try it ahead. What you need to do is that on the left hand side, you can see this, the Cody mascot icon. I'll just click over here. It says let's vibe, right? So I'll create a command. Yes, once you click that, right, it would ask you on this MCP server active, right? It's once active. Over here, it would ask you to just active it, enable it. You just need to click that on that in the bottom over here. It would ask you to do that, right? To agree, right? So you just need to enable it. That's it. And you are okay to go. So once you do that, now we'll write a prompt. So I already copy paste the particular prompt, right? So probably there's something new. So what I mentioned is create a circle shape and align the circle shape in the center, and also create the upload button of blue color just below the circle shape, and also align that in center using the LWC component, right? It's lighting web component in the lead object. I just need to specify where I want this to be done. So I just said in the lead object, right? If a user clicks on the upload button, then it should upload the image of any format. It might be JPG, PNG, right? Any format, and the image should be shown in the circle shape. Circle shape, and I would say visible. And visible, and the image file must get saved in the files object, right? So we have a files object, right? How we have opportunity, contact, accounts, leads, files, and so on. It should get saved, right? So this, you need to make sure your prompt is extremely, like, understandable, because the more you better the prompt is, the more you get a very good results, right, in one go. Now just see the magic. Now it's requesting the a particular API, right? On the side and side, on the right hand side, you can see certain improvements happening, right? There's certain codes to be written, right? Might be a .js file or .html, .cs file or anything, right? Or .js XML file, right? So you can see it's just working on, right? It's just understanding the process which I've written the prompt, and now it is taking certain actions over here. Now it starts over here. Now it's creating the .html with the name as lead avatar uploader .html. Probably it just continued. Probably it will ask you whether you want to continue with this lead avatar uploader name, or do you need to change it. So it would ask you, but as of now it didn't ask me. But if it asks you, you can just click on that. You can just continue. You can click on that and you can continue. So lead after uploading, yes. So I just particularly see the particular template of the HTML file, right? What certain things are there. And I'll be very honest. I have did n number of, I worked on n number of, components. I created n number of components using these Agentforce Vibes. It is creating perfectly fine, right? I'll just trust it and just click on save. See how the cool magic it happens for a non-developer, right? Look, who's very influenced about coding, who loves coding. But again, coding takes a lot of time. But with the help of Agentforce Vibes, it's perfectly just going like boom. Now it's working on the .js file now. And yes, it is editable. You can edit it from here. If you want to think that it's something to be changed, you can change over here. You can also change it from the Agentforce Vibe, but yes, you can also do that. Yes, now you need to just check what things are on file chosen, right? Upload to Salesforce files. All the codes are written in the JS file, right? Click on save, and I'll move ahead. Now, probably now it would create a .css file, probably. Yeah, that's right. It would create a .css file. I must say, Agentforce Vibes has given a very good scope for even non-developers, right? To just, if they are very good in prompts, uh, boom, that's something which is happening right now. I'll just click on save. I'll just probably just scroll and just check. Okay, the file. You can see the blue color, right? Red color might be for certain things. I'll just click on save. Now it will create the .xml file. Yeah, js-meta.xml. And now after just viewing this, it's taken the API version, the target page, record, home app, right? The second, I'll just click on save. Again, right, now it's created a particular class, lead file uploader, right? It's just working on its way. And on the top, you can see the timeline. So it's also mentioning that checkpoints are taking longer than expected to initialize, working in a large repository. Okay, I'll just click on save. Now, I probably think how much time it takes for a developer to build a particular component, right? You take it more complex or small, anything? How much? I'll click on save. At those days, early days, it was a time where it takes a lot of time. But now, thanks to Salesforce, at the Dreamforce, they have announced the Dreamforce 2025. They have announced the award, the Agentforce Vibes, and it's truly activated over there, right? Now, after this arguments, right, now it is asking to approve it. I'll just click on approve. 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 I'll just click on approve I just click on approve. It's just giving me arguments, right? Username or alias name and all, right? It's which I've connected with my org. Okay, let's do approve. Oh, task completed. Now it says implemented a lead image uploader and so on, and it defined the path, the behavior, right? And also, it has given the Apex file, the methods, right? Deployment process, right? I mean, that's how to use it. And you go in your Salesforce, open a lead record, edit the lighting page app. Do you think like, this is the drag and the drop which I'm talking about, the component lead avatar uploader, which I was talking about. Now, uh, so you don't need to create a start new task because I've just, these greens are green colored, the text, right? These are the tasks completed. It has what was added. You can find the path, right? What is the behavior, placeholder, right? Render a circle placeholder, right? So everything has been done. Now let's move to the org. Now once moving to the org, right? I'll just click on this, open a new org. So now once the org is open, right, from there we'll go to the lead record page, any of the lead record page, and from there we'll start continue, right? So you can see the start call button. This was created using the Agentforce Vibe, right? I mentioned that if it is green color, sorry, if it should be by default red color, but if I click on this, the timer should start, and it should be in the green color, and once I click this, so you can just check the timer is working on, right? And if I close this, say at the 5 seconds, right, it again turn into red. The call saved duration is 5 seconds, and I also mentioned it should be saved in the activity, right? So if I go back to the activity, I did this 2 times. Now this is the third time, so you can see there are three, right? So this is done today. I did this on 28th October. I click on this, you can see, I'll just scroll down. In the bottom, you see call logged from LWC during duration is just 5 seconds. And how amazing it is, right? Now, moving to moving to this topic, to this component that we have created, I'll just click over here, edit the page. And once the Lightning App Builder gets open, right, I'll just scroll down just to check whether uh, the lead avatar uploader is here. Yes, it is here. So now this has been created. Let's just check whether how it would work, right? As for the prompt, I'll just drag and I'll just paste it over here. Right, it should be on the top. And I will save it. I already activated it, but you need to activate that as well, right? Changes saved. I'll come back again to this, right? So there's no image over here. So probably I will upload one image. So here is the image, and it says upload fail. Right, it says upload fail. Why it is just saying that it's upload fail? So we can go back to the Agentforce wipe, and we can just check in the the Visual Studio. I just type in, retype in, right? I'll just mention while uploading an image, after clicking the upload blue color button, it says uploading. Again, it says upload failed. I say fix this issue. it should say upload success. Now let's work on it. Again, it's working, the API request and all. It will check all the necessary things that was been created from the Agentforce Vibe, or talk about the JS, might be HTML, might be certain things, right? It working on certain classes now, .cls. So I'll just click on approve. So probably if there's any certain problems you're facing, whether you can re-ask from Agentforce Vibe, right? On top of that, don't click on start new task. Task completed. Now it would say why was things, what we have fixed it, how to verify it, refresh the record, record page, lead record page and all. So I'll just go back in task, fix the upload failure and deployed the Apex change. The issue was likely caused by the Apex decoding logic being too strict, or by duplicate link insertion. I updated the server side to robustly handle both pure base 64 and data URLs, sanitize the title, and defensively handle the content document link insertion. Deployments succeed. Alright, so let me just check. I'll come back here and I'll refresh it. Okay, let me try that again. So probably upload it. Attempt to dereference a null object. Okay, now there's a new another error, right? I'll just go back again here. I'll just type in again, facing with the new error while uploading after uploading the image. I'll just copy paste the error, fix this with no errors. It's working on a particular CLS, right? Let's check now. Just approve it. Okay, it says it's resolved a particular error. Let me just check. It says this resolved the previous error, ensures a clean success flow on update. Okay, resolve the null difference causing attempt to difference. What was fixed in lead upload? This the component attempt to access the cdli.id even when the content document link insertion was skipped or failed. Let me just check, right? Let's refresh this. I will try again the same image. Maybe is my image creating a mess, an error? Oh, okay, that's cool. Now probably the image has been uploaded with no errors. Now can you just imagine the power of Agentforce Vibes? Right, I'm very fascinated about it. Right, so after fixing the two errors, probably it was three errors, right? The fourth one was success, right? Never lose a hope, right? I trusted Agentforce Vibes. Now this is something very cool that yeah, if I ask any developer without Agentforce Vibes to create this, it would take a little time, right? For me, it didn't take too much of time. It had created for me, and we should be very smart enough, yes, to know, understand the Salesforce admin. And also it guided me, the Agentforce Vibe guided me how to do the steps, right? How to put that component into your record page. I mean, it might be lead or opportunity, anything, right? So this has been done. Can you see the prompt which I've written over here? The middle circle, middle align it middle. The upload button should be right bottom to it and should be aligned in the middle. I mean in the center, right? And the blue color button, right? So now we just thought about, and moreover, we also wrote the prompt. It should be saved in the files object, right? Just checking just to the files one. I just go in the files and just check. Okay, two times it was uploaded. Yes, so it means at the time of the third error, it has saved. But yes, I had to remove the particular error and just to show that. So yes, this has been updated over here in the file subject, and it's working extremely awesome, right? So this is how, guys, we can create with our imagination. We can create moreover the custom to make more lucrative, more lucrative in an app, right? Would be more attracting, engaging app, right? So I hope, what's your next plan to create you using the Agentforce Vibe? What's your next plan in creating the next app, right? It might be internally, right, about the Apex Cloud, the opportunity, and so on. The case, it should be automated replied, right? We can also bring Agentforce to it insidely, to work on particular cases, the case objects, and all, right? So we can work. So this is how this has been done. And here's the end of the demo. I would just want to show you how the Agentforce Vibe works in. But yes, please follow the step by step as per the particular agenda. Right, this is a particular link. Take your time to the link. The link would be given in the descriptions. All right, just follow step by step and just work with your best prompts. And right, just go through your imaginations and just type in. The more deeper and good and promising your prompt is, right, the more the best results. Right? If there's particular error, don't lose hopes. Just recall the error. There will be certain changes added from the Agentforce Vibes. Right? And thank you so much. Right? It's always I say, fast alone, far together. Right? If we run fast, go alone. If we if we go far, then let's go together. Right? So thank you so much, everyone. And I believe I'll be coming again back very soon in Apex Hours. And thanks, Amit Chaudhary. Thank you so much.